What's up, my motherfuckers and milfs? You know, I need to bring something to your attention if you ain't paying attention yet. You know, since 2020, when the cost of living jumped to $35,000, which is the equivalent of $20 an hour. When it jumped to that, from what it was just a year or two earlier, you know, I started raising hell about that, just like I raised hell about all the COVID shit. You know what? I was right about it all. I'm not trying to brag about being right and all, because, you know what I'm saying, you know, that would take proof, right? Look at the world around you. Is that not proof enough? Let me show you. Y'all know, I take care of my elderly parents that adopted me before I was born. And one thing that I do every week is I go to the grocery and I get all the groceries for Dad, so he doesn't have to pick things off the shelves and do that much physical labor. Now, this right here, let's see if there's a date on here. There's got to be a date, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is less than these two receipts are less than a month apart, okay? So in less than a month, what we used to get 67 items for, we now only get 53. And 226 cents, 221 cents. Now, for those that want to be anal about this, here, take a good screenshot and go through every single one of those for me. You know what I'm saying? Because all you're going to do is find out that we buy the same stuff every fucking week. Okay? Never fails. We buy the same shit every week. And week by week, we're able to buy less and less and fucking less. So what about next month? Are we only going to be able to get 40 items? 41? What about after that? 30? Because this is what's changed in a month, folks. One thing that you got to understand is mathematics was not created. Mathematics was found, discovered. Mathematics is the founding fabric of our entire universe, and it's never fucking wrong. Never. You might have to do the math again, but the math is never wrong. I'm just fathomed by why so many people will try to jump at me with name calling and, you know what I'm saying, laughing at me and shit for trying to point this out to you, especially here in Tennessee, in Murray County, where the top 10% of earners are only making $64,000 a year. And I say it is only making $64,000 because the cost of standard living, which is just your housing, your clothing, your food, your transportation, your mandatory auto, and your mandatory health insurance. That's literally about all that it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It's $73,000 a year to live comfortably. As a family, that means, like, if you got a husband and wife, man and woman, and their children, maybe one or two children, and it goes up every child. But one child, a one-child family, $196,000 they gotta bring in to live comfortably. What I was doing fine in 2016, because I've owned my own house, I've owned my own land. God fucking, you know what I'm saying, I had to sell it to survive because of a fucking old hag that fucking blew in an intersection and nailed me on a fucking sport bike, you know what I'm saying, of which that I still to this day suffer from the financial fucking burden of life flight for something that wasn't my fault. That's all for a fucking, that's just all personal shit though, you know, like, y'all think that I'm crazy. Y'all think that I've lost it or something. Most of y'all say that I'm on drugs. We're all on drugs, man. All of us are. I don't care if you drink a cup of coffee in the morning, smoke a cigarette, you drink a beer, you take a Tylenol for a headache, take an ibuprofen for a toothache, you use toothpaste, you use anything like that, you eat granulated sugar in anything, you are a drug user. And I think that's something that we need to understand. Because it's time to stop using that type of shit as an excuse of why we don't want to conversate about serious shit that's going to affect not just us, but our children, our grandchildren, and many other generations to follow. We ain't got much longer to go, folks. Y'all can laugh at this all you want. But you know what? I'll starve before I see my folks starve. Because they have put the backbone in this country. They have built this country. Now, they only make $17,000 a year in Social Security. Each of them, you know what I'm saying? That's not even the average wage, $35,000 they say. People are making over $20 an hour. You know, the fucking average wage of a job here in Columbia, Tennessee is $15. $5 short per hour. It's 40 of those a week. It's 4 of those in a month. It's 12 of those in a year. People, we gotta stop hating on people that are trying to put this in front of us, because yeah, the truth is something that we don't want to hear. The truth is something that we don't want to admit. But this is the truth. They are only able to destroy our economy. They are only able to drive this country into poverty because we let them. And for that, you shouldn't think that I'm crazy for saying either. I mean, this country was started for far less. Trust me, far less. Far less. You know, in fact, this country was started for like freedom of religion, freedom of speech, and y'all seem to not even give a damn about that anymore. That's simple shit. But this is complex shit. These shit, every single American that ain't like me that's willing to stand up and say something about this and try to get something done, you know what I'm saying? Because hey, nobody, not me, not a wealthy motherfucker, not a poor motherfucker, is going to be able to tell you exactly what we got to do. But I'm gonna tell you what. I can tell you what road this will lead down. It ain't good. You know, Nostradamus, and we can all wear 10 on that one. Nostradamus was a damn good predictor. You know, they say that 75% of the things that he predicted have came to pass. And this year, 2023, 2024, he predicted the West would be in civil war. Still have 7 months. Come true on that. We got an election, false election. Let me tell you about it. Something else we got to see that it's not going to change anything who we vote for, because they don't run the economy. The Federal Banking Reserve runs the economy. You know, there's been a solution by nations like Russia and China, Venezuela, and many others. There's been a solution called the Fxxk nation. And if the inflation doesn't drive our dollar down to the ground, watch what happens when Fxxk money starts rolling out. Because it is backed by something that is worth something, not just printed off the fly. You know, if they print money, why do we pay taxes? You know what I'm saying? All they're doing, and they've been doing this for years now, is they're just trying to collect back all of the wealth. All right? The world. For that small 1% population that wants to hoard it. Wants to hoard control of all of you. And you can call me crazy as you want to. But years have passed. Not one of you have done anything but call me names. Maybe them student loans really do make sense. Because y'all failed y'all's education. Y'all failed it.